Hello, Scorpio. Scorpio sun, ascendant, and moon. We are in Cancer season. We just had a full moon in Capricorn, which would have revealed sort of structural changes you may have needed to make in careers or money or structure in your life. It could have been home structuring changes because of the sun being in Cancer, which is all about home. It's the fourth house. Emotional sign of Cancer too, creative. You might be feeling very creative. I am. I know my ascendant is in Cancer. Sorry, that's why my fingernails are dirty, because I'm being very creative right now painting. Let's see what else. Well, we have these eclipses coming up. I think in Scorpio it's for the 9th house, this next solar eclipse, which is going to be a shifting in your thinking. You see, I've been getting a lot of shifting in people. I've been getting a lot of cards in thinking section of the read with shifting thinking. So in the 9th house, for sure, there's going to be shifting in your thinking, because that's what the 9th house is all about. It's in Cancer, so it's going to be shifting around home, maybe, or travel. 9th house is expansive, new future, new goals and ideas and forward thinking. And so anyway, let's have a quick look here for Scorpio, sun and moon and ascendant. All right. Oh, travel. That's a nice card. We have the 9 of Swords. That's not such a nice card. You know, these cards represent life. There's hard times in life, but let's have a look and see. I had a feeling that, you know, that's there's going to be some transmutation of some grief, some stressful disappointments, but there's going to be transmutation. So, and that is the sign of Scorpio, which is all about transmutation. And I'm not afraid of the darker cards, because that's what the cards are here to do, is to help us through any kind of stresses and strains and challenges. Now we got a lot of swords here. Well, there's a Queen of Swords, funnily enough. So for Scorpio, 2018, Cancer, sun in Cancer, July. What's the date today? What is the date today? July 7th. All right. Now I'm going to ask for a clarifier. Boop. Okay. Let's have a look. All right. It looks like Scorpio is going to be very direct. We got the Queen of Swords, which looks like the Scorpio is going to be... Scorpio's got a sting on their tail. All right. Let's have a look. We've got 6 of Swords, which represents either travel or leaving troublesome, emotionally troublesome situations and seeking more balanced waters to go forward, so you may have more clear thinking. And then it looks like the Scorpio have had to set a boundary. Now the Queen of Swords always represents setting boundaries, being honest, telling the truth, being firm, being clear, being direct. And it looks like the 9 of Swords is going to represent concerns or fears or worries or strife or grief that keeps you up at night, or that just is troublesome. Now, that is landing in the thinking section of my read. And then the Queen of Swords is landing in the heart section of my reads. Now we get the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords, Page of Cups, 6 of Cups. So what is this telling me? This read is basically saying that there is going to be some mental shifting going on, but there's also going to be some boundaries set in an area that causes grief and disturbance to the Scorpio. So I have a feeling, because we did talk about it being in the 9th house, which is also about travel too. So I have a feeling, or I was going to say travel, but basically sort of a new expansive journey. You know, it's metaphorically. So it basically looks to me like Scorpio are making a very powerful shift in not tolerating or being firm about their heart, and being honest about their heart, and being truthful and honest and being firm in a way that's going to take them out of situations that that have been troublesome and caused mental grief and worry, and it's going to sort of enable the Scorpio to be sort of master a situation that was emotionally very troublesome, or it's sort of like the Scorpio are sort of becoming more able to handle their emotional, create an internally emotional stability, so that by becoming aware that they have a thinking that creates the emotional instability, but at the same time realizing that there's a boundary that needs to be set. So it's sort of like, in order to progress out of a emotionally turbulent experiences that create mental strain and stress, the Scorpio are realizing they need to set clearer, stronger boundaries from the heart. And this, I'm going to say, is a heart relationship situation, because we got the Two of Cups. This can involve sex or an inspiring new beginning. So basically what I'm saying is that the Queen of Swords in this spot is setting a strong boundary in a relationship situation that's going to enable this relationship to step up to the next level, or to a more harmonious, unified state. Because of this, by setting this boundary, it's going to create a more smooth experience in the future for the relationship that is going to eliminate any more, shall we say, mental strain that causes heartbreak in this experience. So it's like the Scorpio are taking responsibility for ending or setting stronger boundaries that enable the relationship to function in a way that gives it a creative, new, inspiring new beginning, and enables a more, so I'm going to say, union to occur, because we have a reconciliation, and then we get this card on the bottom. So, you know, we're going to take things forward to the next level, universally supported. In other words, this Scorpio strength that's going to come from the heart, the honest place that the Scorpio can be from, is going to basically empower the Scorpio to become, to sort of be in their most, it's going to be, I'm saying there's going to be a vulnerability that opens up out of it. It's kind of an interesting idea, because you would think that if you set a strong boundary, people kind of want to run away, but in this case, it's not going to be the case. So if you're Scorpio and you are in a situation, in a relationship situation, and this resonates at all for you, I would say go ahead and communicate from your heart that something isn't right, that causes emotional instability for you, and turn in towards the relationship with this issue, and set a boundary, and watch things progress, and watch it help and unify you and create a new beginning, because you're showing up honestly. So you just have to, now the Queen of Swords can be kind of rough, you know, and it might come because there's pain involved, because the Three of Swords represents pain, but the job to do this, and as hard as it may be to be this kind of person, is what's best for the relationship. It is going to enable a creative, new, fresh beginning that's going to create, now then we get the Three of Pentacles, so that's work. So that's work environment, work. So that's going to create a more cooperative, Six of Cups, reconciliation. Now we get the Page of Cups. So it's almost by setting this boundary, you're ending a pattern of grief in this relationship that creates disappointment or repeat heartbreak, and now it's going to enable the relationship to come into a more safer place for vulnerability. You know, walls create safety. I mean, not walls like blocking our heart, but boundaries create safety, which enables people to express themselves and be more vulnerable. And then that's going to involve the Ten of Pentacles, which is a financially upgraded living experience, you know, from a place of vulnerability. We just have we're able to be more vulnerable if we can set boundaries. We're safer in our relationships. If we don't set boundaries in our relationship, we can't show up in the relationship completely, because it's not safe. We don't or just be raw, open, and, you know, get smushed. That's what the Three of Pentacles is all, the Three of Swords is showing up there. But I think what's happening for Scorpio is that they can feel like they can show up in the relationship now because they can stop whatever happening that's creating an emotionally turbulent experience for them. They can now set a boundary around that and create a safer, more intimate experience in their relationship. So it's going to be a much better experience for you because this is what you really want. This is what we all really want. You know, that's the outcome. So I'm going to pull a Romance Angels Oracle card by Doreen Virtue and see what this deck has to say for Scorpio for July 2018. Letting go of control issues. Interesting. And then we get true love on the bottom. So letting go of control issues tells me that, you know, if we aren't setting boundaries properly or being honest and telling our truth that something upsets us, we're being controlling. And when we let go of control issues, we say our truth. We speak our truth. It's not codependent to speak your truth. Then allow the situation to unfold naturally. So by setting boundaries and not trying to hold on to the relationship, because sometimes we don't set boundaries because we're trying to hold on to a relationship. So then I'm going to pull an Angel Answer card from Doreen Virtues and Radley Valentine deck and see if there is, or not to see, but to go ahead and ask for a card from this deck to further clarify this read for Scorpio, please. And thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting. I love comments. So if you believe, interesting. So we're shifting from letting go of control issues to being positive and having belief and having faith. You know, and then I get success at the bottom of the card and I get true love. So basically, Scorpio, we're shifting, we're setting boundaries in areas that cause us grief because of things that cause us grief. So we're gonna leave an area of troublesome patterns in our relationships that were slightly codependent, that were kind of not being honest in order to hold on to the relationship out of it. That's a controlling issue, and sort of releasing that is going to free things up for sort of a new, inspiring, fresh beginning, causing safety in your relationship to be more vulnerable and open, and to work with each other over disappointments, being honest. So good luck during this eclipse season. I'll try to get a set of videos up soon. Thank you so much, and good luck with everything.